Welcome to GunThots. Content warning.
We're about to say mean shit about BCM.
Welcome to GunThots. Today we're doing an episode on BCM. I initially bought this BCM upper as a 12.5 standard carbine length gas do-it-all 5.56 upper. I had to return the upper after about 500 to 600 rounds after some accuracy issues. It was shooting between 4 and 8 MOA, depending on the ammo. When I sent the upper back to them, they did an examination of the upper, and they said that there was a cracking in the barrel due to heat. They said they would give me a one-time courtesy replacement barrel. They installed it, they sent it back to me, along with an email saying that I should maintain the mil-spec cadence of sustained fire, which is 12 to 15 rounds per minute. So in a private Facebook group that I'm not a part of, the owner of BCM commented on a screenshot of my email, and he said that he was aware of this particular upper, and what the service technician had noticed was higher amounts of wear in my upper. And then it was not their policy that 12 to 15 rounds a minute is their recommended firing schedule. But that was never communicated to me, and I emailed BCM again, and they responded saying the recommended military cadence of sustained fire is 12 to 15 rounds per minute.
So when this upper came back from BCM, we accuracy tested it again, and now it shoots about 2 MOA with Wolf Gold, which is within an acceptable range. That's about what that Roscoe that we review shoots. However, the upper still is extremely gassy, and we're really wondering what the gas port size on this must be.
So I was initially running this upper on an H1 buffer with a standard carbine length buffer spring, and it was fairly punchy as I shot it, just with a simple A2 bird cage. I finally went all the way up to an H3 buffer, and then I also added a Geisley Super 42 spring to it, and this gun still continues to run even the weakest steel case. BCM, if you're watching this, I don't shoot steel case through this. Ever. But it continues to run, which shows me, I think, that the gas port is fairly oversized. I have had some issues running suppressed with the bolt not locking back on an empty mag.
Grab it.
Is that a textbook?
Sorry, I just got back from Wuhan, where my people are from.
The reason that I don't like this rifle being overgassed is once BCM drilled that gas port hole that large, I'm basically SOL. I can put heavier buffers in there, I can run heavier things, I can cause more wear in other places, I can invest in an adjustable bolt carrier group or whatever. I should not have to troubleshoot this upper and fix BCM's problem for them. When I got the upper, people talk about BCM's QC. There was a gap between the handguard and the upper when I first got it. When I sent it back, that gap wasn't there. In addition to that, they said they noticed heavier than normal wear on the upper after about 600 to 700 rounds, and I do agree with them. Looking at their bolt carrier cam pin, looking at the gas rings on the bolt and the faces on the bolt, there's a lot of wear on this bolt carrier.
For example, the Roscoe, after 1,000 rounds of steel case over the course of about 3 hours, does not exhibit anywhere near as much wear as that bolt carrier does.
So I don't have quite as much time on this upper as these guys do, but things I can say about it is that it's very forceful when you shoot it. You can feel that buffer just slamming into your shoulder, and it's unpleasant, honestly, especially compared to similar barrel length guns that we've shot suppressed to. To me, it's just unexcusable that they tried to blame it on him just to save face from their product being iffy. And on top of that, communicating two different things, one publicly and then one privately. And I think that it's even more concerning when a company that is supposed to have really good QC and is known for QC and quality is acting like that. You know, it's really unfortunate. That being said, I've been shooting this upper, and it's a 14.5-inch BCM upper, and it holds like 1.5 minutes with Wolf Gold. It's not over gassed. Other than the brake, which sucks to be around, it's pretty decent. So, you know, don't take this as us saying that all BCM stuff sucks. If I were to say something to BCM, yeah, we're disappointed, and just because everyone else thinks that you have the best QC ever, doesn't mean that you can blame your customers for things that were not their fault. And that goes for other companies too.
Yeah, when something goes wrong with QC, we understand that will happen eventually when you're producing as many uppers as BCM does, but not owning that was their fault and trying to construe it as his fault, really, it's just kind of shady.
To say that it's a courtesy, like they're doing him a favor.
Fixing their own mistake.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
If you mess up, it's not a courtesy to the customer to fix it. So, as a whole, in conclusion, what do I think about BCM? I really like the idea of BCM as a company. I really like a lot of the products that they offer, but I'm very disappointed in this upper, and I'm disappointed in their customer service. I really don't like how they said one sort of deceptive thing to me very privately, made it seem like it was my fault, and then decided to give me a one-time courtesy replacement.
You're supposed to be saying nice things right now, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, be nice. Stop hurting their feelings. They're gonna cry.
So wrapping up, what are our final thoughts on BCM? As a whole, now that it's fixed, this upper is actually not terrible. It runs reliably and it's relatively accurate. However, the fact that they were so reluctant to take responsibility for an upper that was clearly defective really just rubbed us the wrong way. And overall, I mean, yes, it works, but are we super impressed with it? Not especially. It's still a really punchy gun to shoot due to how gassy it is.
Just because a company has a really good reputation, just
does not mean that they can do no wrong.
Yeah, so make sure that you vet the products that you get. Don't just blindly defend them. Every company's gonna have issues.
BCM has that reputation for a reason. It didn't come out of nowhere. And we know that, we understand that. We know that a lot of people have had a lot of success with BCM. We're just really disappointed with the way that they handled the situation with this upper.
This is not official at all, and actually we have not even talked to them, and they actually have blocked us on Instagram, but we are going to get sponsored by Sons of Liberty Gunworks.
Send us a free gun.
And please unblock us.
Yeah, we didn't mean it.
We'll stop sending feet pics.
Yeah.
Or will we?
No.
Alright, we're done. Because people are going to be in the comments, they're going to be all like, BCM's good to go, I have 400 rounds through my upper, I took 4 carbine classes.
This is definitely going in the video.
Yeah, it is,
what
yeah.
you literally just said.
Yeah.
I lost my fucking train of thought.
Are you trying to ask me a question?
No, I don't think so. I was making a statement.
You get the talking stick.
All right.
But it's 2020, y'all. Quit your jobs. Cut toxic gun companies out of your life. You don't need this shit. God.
That's not even him, bro. That's not him.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that?
It might be.
Shit.